As we head to the last month of the year, where snow angels and eggnog cheer are encouraged, Christmas might look different to you this time around. It almost feels like we're living through a real-time Christmas movie, where the Grinch is stealing Christmas by driving everything you love out of place. The Grinch that stole 2020. We all collectively felt isolated, figuratively and literally, unproductive, unmotivated, guilty, sad, lonely, and a whole bunch of mixed emotions and moods spazzing up and down by the hour. Every little step needed extra energy. Every speckle of energy was drained instantaneously. I felt like I had to drag myself throughout the empty void. I think we should all give ourselves grace for going through something so unimaginable, even if it was just treading through. But I hope you will find joy, peace, and comfort in the small things. I hope they will embrace and hold you tight when things may seem out of place in life. I hope you can still look back and reflect on your courage, strength, determination, and resilience this year. I always feel like every year, the older I become, the less Christmassy it always feels. I'm always so excited about the idea of Christmas, moods and magical feelings, and lights everywhere you turn. But then the season comes, and it feels like something's missing. This year, I was determined to make it a special season. I went on a crazy splurge in the dollar store and didn't hold back for a second. Everything I liked, I picked up. It took 2 trips and 4 huge shopping bags. I put on a movie and spent the entire Sunday just beautifying my room. Festive garlands and bajillion ornaments, balloons, candy canes, fluffy socks, bells, everything you could think of. I think it's something you have to begin to realize within yourself, but you are the one to create certain experiences for yourself. I wasn't ever in the Christmas mood because I didn't really do anything to get myself into it. Now I get why people go crazy for pumpkin spice lattes, peppermint mochas, and caramel brulee lattes. It's a reason to completely immerse yourself into something new, a brand fresh new world, a safe bubble, a desperate sense of awakening amidst a new self full of dreams, possibilities, and untapped potential. Now when I sit in my Christmas pajamas, sipping eggnog for once and actually liking it, who knew? I stare mesmerized at the sense of feeling all these small things evoke. Waking up in the morning to frost licking the front windows and snowfall shimmying down the streets is one of the best feelings. Especially when you can stay snuggled in bed or cozy up with some laptop work with the best view ever. I love seeing everyone's Christmas decor, beautiful sparkling evergreen Christmas trees, and aesthetic festive drinks this time of year. I don't think you have to go out and splurge on things to have a good time, but I think it's fun if you just treat yourself to a few cozy and festive treasures, even if from the dollar store, like a festive mug or whipped cream. Just going outside of your daily routine and making yourself feel the winter season cheer. Do whatever it is that makes you feel warm and cozy, and don't be scared to jumpstart new creative traditions. One of my older ones is driving around at nighttime and staring at the beautiful Christmas light decorations around the neighborhood. I was walking down Toronto's Christmas market a few days ago, and there's this unexplainable charm to a place once it's filled with all the brightest fairy lights and a huge, soaring, illuminating Christmas tree. Truly makes you feel like you're prancing down a cheesy Hallmark movie. I have to admit, I started my Christmas Hallmark movie binge all the way back in September. They are just filled with comfort and a sort of innocent disillusionment of reality. But it's nice to escape to a place where twists and turns are foreseen and that nothing can go too wrong. Some days, when it's hard to get out of bed, I think you need that escape. Sometimes, we find comfort in the oddest places. One of the things that really helps me get by is a routine. It's something that I struggle with daily, but am trying harder these days to perfect. I'm trying lately to wake up early at 6 a.m. and get things done before the day even starts. It's something that you hear everyone doing and you're annoyed by, but then when you start working on it, you're like, wow, maybe people really do know what they're talking about. Coffee is another must-have routine. Yes, Starbucks is expensive, but we all pick our poison. For some, it's sugar. For others, it's shopping. Coffee for me brings this illusion of being completely ready to start something. I think there needs to be a healthy balance of discipline and comfort. You can't do 100% of each on its own, because then you suffer either way. I think it really does help with productivity and getting those creative juices flowing. Having a special personalized me time quiet tradition just to get things done. We also tend to downplay our accomplishments a lot and heighten others when they're secretly doing the exact same to us. Upon reflecting on this year, I'm like, what did I even do? What did I accomplish? Who did I help? You see other people running miles when you're only literally sliding on the floor. But then you remember that at least you're moving, that at least you had the guts and courage to move beyond the starting line. Many people never do. And no matter what other people may think, as J.K. Rowling's famous quote, it is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default. We're constantly letting the uncertainty of the future determine our worth, which continues this cycle of putting ourselves down. But we also need to shine a light on our past and keep in mind the things that we're mundanely living through, that we fought so hard to attain. No matter what you did or didn't do this year, I think in any fashion, this year was full of personal growth. It was full of lots of questioning the norms, reevaluating everything I'd ever known to be true, and challenging it. and figuring out who I wanted to mold myself into. And it was ugly. Very ugly and hard. But that's the thing about progress. It feels slow and like you're constantly losing yourself. But that just makes the end road that much more sweeter. If there's anything I've learned, it's that you have to start now. If you have something you've always wanted to do, but been too scared of, and continue putting it off, don't put it off for a single more minute. Don't wait until 2021. We still have an entire month ahead of us. Find a goal and do some part of it today. That way, you'll have something ready for tomorrow that you can continue, and your tomorrow self will thank you for. Stop thinking that it's too late to start, or that you don't know enough, or that you'll fail. Just do it and see what magic unfolds. Everything that happens is there to prepare us for something else in the future. Whether we learn it's a part of our journey or that it's not. But learning that it's not is a huge deal too, because it directs you closer to the path of what is and what will be. Stop comparing other people's journey to yours. There are 7 billion humans, all at different parts in their life. You really think that we'll all move at the same pace? The beauty in differences is using others as a means of inspiration. That this is what can also happen to you, because it happened to someone else. Don't ever belittle yourself. Everyone has circumstances and demons you know nothing about, and you may never know. Other people's happy moments are not your failures. Use them as steps to catapult you forth to work even harder and get to the place where you're proud of yourself, even if it's just for the little things. Those are usually the most defining. I always hate when people say, "May this be your best year yet," for a new year, because that's just terrible wishful thinking. I find that when you have those huge expectations, every small inconvenience feels like an engraved heartburn, because this was supposed to be the best year ever. A year is 365 days. It's impossible that every day will be the best day of your life. Chances are, your future will get harder. There will be moments where you'll hit rock bottom. But I believe you'll at least be a little better equipped for them, because of all of that personal growth you did before. You'll be a little more ready to handle whatever comes because you've fallen through similar hurdles before. And you'll find a way again, just like you've always found before. Every hard situation that has ever felt like complete death, like earth-shattering down to every cell of your body, you have come out of the other side. You've made it, and you will again.